Hey guys, so as I mentioned in yesterday's video, all the drugstore brands are coming out with new products. It's kind of overwhelming because there are so many things all being released at the same time. So I picked up some things, some new things from Revlon, and in addition to showing you those and talking about those, I'm also going to talk about a few of their other products that I bought about a month ago, and a couple other things too. So this is going to be all about Revlon products. So Revlon is a brand that doesn't really get a lot of buzz. It's like an old school drugstore brand that's been around forever, and not a lot of people talk about it. But let me tell you, that might be their loss, because Revlon does have some really great products in their range. Some things have been around forever, some things are new, some things are kind of new. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to start with, uh, should I show you things in order as I would apply them to my face? That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with foundation. Revlon just came out with a brand new foundation. I won't be picking that up because it's being marketed as something that is very lightweight, light coverage, and I find usually that I don't care for things like that. I like things to have a little bit more coverage or be buildable. So yeah, I don't think I'll be picking that up. However, I went to my local Christmas tree shop. For those of you that don't have Christmas tree shop, you might be thinking, what? What are you talking about a Christmas store for? Okay, hold on. Christmas tree shop is a store that sells a lot of random everything. They get like closeouts and they have good deals on things. Well, they used to have at my Christmas tree shop a makeup section. They're in the process of getting rid of it right now. They're not going to have makeup there anymore. They did this at another Christmas tree shop that I used to go to once in a while, and I thought eventually that they would be getting rid of it at all the stores. So if you have a Christmas tree shop near you that has makeup and you haven't been there in a long time, it's all the makeup is on clearance. So I looked at what was left on the shelf and I thought, what can I get for 20% off that I wouldn't normally buy? So I picked up a bottle of the Revlon Colorstay foundation for normal to dry skin that I haven't had in a long time. I couldn't even really remember that much about it. I have it on today and I do like the way it looks on my skin. The thing that surprised me the most about it though is I remember this being quite heavy coverage, and this was actually very thin and very lightweight, and didn't give me as much coverage as what I was expecting. But this is in the shade Buff, in case you're curious, and it looks like it would be way too yellow for me, but when it's blended in, it looks fine. And so yeah, I got this because their prices on makeup were already cheap to start with, but then you put take another 20% off of that, and I got this for a steal. So I like this, and I'm happy that I have it again. Now, when it comes to Revlon, the one product that I have bought over the last year or two that has blown me away, I've talked about this before, but I want to mention it again because this is a Revlon-based video. If you have never tried the SkinLights Prismatic highlighter, you're missing out. It only comes in, I think, 2 shades. This is Daybreak Glimmer. I have it on right now. And then there's a deeper shade. But if you've never tried this, this is amazing. If you like gold highlighters, the reason why you don't see me use this that much in my videos or wear it is because gold is not my first choice when it comes to highlighters, but it is beautiful, stunning, and it's probably my favorite Revlon, one of my favorite Revlon products. But I mean, look at that. Yeah, it's just beautiful. So light to medium here, the other shade medium to deep, gorgeous. Okay, I picked up one of the Revlon Colorstay cream eyeshadows. I used to have a bunch of these, and then, you know, as time went by, I had to declutter them because of their age. But these are fantastic. One of the best cream eyeshadows on the market. This is in the shade Caramel. They have the most wonderful texture. I mean, so smooth and silky, and they look so gorgeous on the eyes. So yeah, this is Caramel. And yeah, this formula is absolutely fantastic and is much better than a lot of the drugstore counterparts. So if you've never tried any of the Revlon Colorstay cream shadows, they are great, and they come in a ton of colors, and I love these. So I picked up Caramel because that was one of the colors I think that I had never had before, so I just wanted to try it. All right, let's talk about what is on my eyes. They just came out with a new line of eyeshadow palettes. These are called So Fierce Prismatic Palettes. They retail for $10.99, and you get 4 shades. And look at the pattern. Does that look familiar? If you are somebody who's been into makeup for at least 10 years, or maybe 12 years. About 12 years ago, they had palettes that looked very similar to this. And when I saw it, I was like, really? We're doing that again? But these are different, and the formula is completely different than those other ones were. So they're calling this a prismatic palette. And there are mattes, shimmers, metallics. There's like 4 different finishes in these, and so this was the one that I decided to try. This is called Fully Loaded, and it was that green that drew me in. I love a teal green, and so I did some research, and I was reading up about these palettes, and they said that if you want it to be a more subtle look, then just apply them dry. And if you want a more intense look, to use them wet. So, of course, I wanted a more intense look. So, what I did was I started off with my MAC Painterly paint pot and just put that all over my eye area like I normally would. Then I looked at this palette and I swatched it. And yeah, why don't I do that then? So I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because I wanted to know what I had going on for finishes. So what is in here is a very deep matte brown right there. And then you have a shimmery gold. And then you have a shimmery green or teal, and then you have a shimmery light gold. Now, some of these are shimmers, glitters, metallic, you know, all different shimmery finishes, but to specify exactly what finishes they are, I don't want to guess wrong, and there isn't any way that I can get that information. So you can, if you're really good at identifying eyeshadow finishes, then you will know what those are. So that's what they look like swatched. So, wow, the light gold one is very, very light. I don't even see the swatch on my hand. Okay, so I looked at what was here, and I said to myself, what am I going to use in the crease? Because the brown is quite dark, and too dark for my skin tone. So what I did was I pulled this in. This is the Revlon Colorstay palette in Addictive. And what I did was I took this taupe, I guess you would say, and I ran that all through the crease. and I felt like it just, I don't know, I know that you don't have to use a matte shadow in the crease, but that's just my taste in things, I guess you would say. I just like the way that looks. I don't like an all shimmer eyeshadow look. And like I said, I couldn't use this brown because it was too deep to use on my whole crease. So I started with this taupe in the Addictive quad. Then I took that dark brown and I used that just in the outer corner to just deepen up the outside part. And it layered beautifully over that other shadow. No issues at all. Because, you know, sometimes when you use different palettes, different formulas, they don't always layer well over each other. And this layered beautifully over that other taupe shade. Then what I did was I took this teal and I loaded up my brush with some of it, and then I sprayed my brush. And that is what you see on my lids. And let me tell you guys, I don't know how accurate this is reflecting on camera, but in real life, it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. I mean, it was worth the price of the palette just to get that teal. It is a gorgeous eyeshadow, and that's what they're talking about when it comes to Prismatic, because you can see like the way the light catches it, and it looks like different shades of teal mixed in there. It's just beautiful. I'm so glad I picked this one because they had some more neutral palettes too. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to get my notes so I could give you some more information about that. And then I took the light gold and I just have that as my brow bone highlight, but it's extremely light and almost doesn't, yeah, you can't even really see it. That's a super, super light color. So I used 3 out of the 4 shades in here to do my look, because this would have been perfect as a crease shade if it had been a matte, but unfortunately it is not a matte, but it is like a pretty light brown color, so could be used in a different way to do a different look. But I love this. There are, let's see, okay, here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different palettes to choose from. And then the pictures that I saw online, oh, I got mine at CVS, so I did pay $10.99, but you can probably find these cheaper at Walmart or on Amazon. They're $7.97 at Walmart if you can find them. The reason why I say that is I've been to a lot of Walmarts in my life, and some of them never seem to carry anything new, and the shelves are all empty. But then every once in a while you'll find a really nice Walmart that's usually nowhere near where you live, that's fully stocked, that has all the new stuff. So, you know, it's kind of a waste of time a lot of times for me to go to Walmart, because my local one just, they never seem to stock it. Anyway, so there's 6 of these palettes, and the pictures that I saw online with really like close-up pictures, they were highlighting like a specific shade in the palette to like feature it. Like in this one, it's the green that's the teal that's the standout color for Fully Loaded. That is a teal. And then there's one called That's a Dub that features the rose gold shade. There's one called Slight Flex, which has another green, which is more of a truer green and less of a teal, but still sort of in that color family. There's one called Clap Back that has a purple and an indigo in it. I would love to find that one. There's one called Tantrum, which has a beautiful copper in it, and then there's one called The Big Bang that has a beautiful pink in it. So I do like some of the color stories on some of these other palettes, and I'm telling you, there's something really unique about this lid shade that I have on. It is really pretty and very prismatic for sure. Okay, so that's it for eyeshadows. And then I wanted to mention that about a month ago, I picked up one of the So Fierce vinyl eyeliners in the shade Force of Steel. And I do really like the formula on this. These don't come in that many colors. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. These come in 5 colors. They're $8.99. There are 2 blacks, a brown, a plum, and a blue. But I do like the formula on that, so I wanted to mention that. Now let's talk about lip products. I have on the brand new satin, Colorstay satin ink. And this is in the shade 19, My Own Boss. So it's a liquid lipstick with a satin finish. It's comfortable on your lips. It's long lasting. It's got black currant seed oil and vitamin E in it, so it's like nourishing. It comes in 21 shades. It has a flexible formula that moves with you and won't crack or peel or flake or anything like that. You can get up to 16 hours wear on it. Okay, now here's the thing. This is a satin finish, so this is not going to completely dry down on your lips. It's going to be like shiny and the light is going to reflect off of it, and it's going to look like this and never set up. If you can handle something like that, then you might like this. But for me, what's going to happen with me is as soon as I drink something or eat something, it's going to be all over the place. And if I go outside and my hair blows in the wind, it's going to end up going across my lipstick, and then I'm going to have to peel my hair off of it. It's going to be in my hair. It might even stain my hair. So I'm not sure why I bought this because I know from past experience that a satin liquid lipstick is going to be like that. If you look very closely, you can even see, like in the very corner of my mouth, it looks like it might be just starting to bleed a little bit. So this is not for me. I don't know why I bought this. As soon as I saw the word satin, I should have realized, because that's why I think matte formula lipsticks are so popular, because they dry down, they set, and then you don't really have to worry about them. If you eat or drink something, it's not going to get messed up, and it's just going to wear away gradually. Something like this is very high maintenance, and you would probably have to reapply it after you ate something because it's not going to wear away evenly. But it was fun to try it, and I think it does look very like glamorous and shiny, and the applicator on this was very nice. I don't know if I mentioned this was $10.99 at CVS. The applicator did make it very easy to apply, I have to say. And when I first put it on, I was kind of like scared I was going to mess it up. So I was being very careful so I wasn't depositing a lot of product. And then I looked at it and I was like, well, I want it to be a little bit richer, a little bit deeper. So I tried to like layer more on, which you can't always do with these kind of products. And I was able to. So it's easy to work with. It is pretty. There's nothing inherently wrong with the product. It's just not my favorite type of lip product, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you like these kinds of things, you will probably like it. I mean, it's beautiful and it went on fine. All right, let's talk about this. I bought this about a month ago, and it is the Revlon Colorstay Overtime Lip Color in Unlimited Mulberry. It had a sticker on the package that said new improved formula. No, there's nothing improved about this. This was awful. When you put this on, you're supposed to put the color on first and then let it set for a couple of minutes and then put the top coat on and let that set. It's just a clear top coat. That's supposed to extend the life of the lipstick. Oh, cracks, flakes, horrible. Nothing improved about this. Yeah, if you ever see these in the store, don't waste your money. Then I thought, okay, well, what if I don't use the top coat over it? And I didn't even like the liquid lipstick just by itself. It just was not, yeah, just don't even. So that was a fail. So unfortunately, you know, these two lip products don't work for me for a variety of reasons. If you want a really good Revlon lip product, I still feel like the original Super Lustrous lipsticks are great. I have one of those that I really enjoy. And then I also have several of those glossy shine lipsticks that they came out with like maybe a year ago. Those are very nice, and you won't have any issues with those. I really enjoy those. And that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.